July 2009. The last offering new arrivals cows in Guatemala. Care for cows in Vrindavan. Care for cows in Vrindavan. CFC trustees Vraja Mohan Dasa Hayavalabha Dasa Amit Tulani Rakesh Rahira patrons Mahani Hai Swami Radhajivan Dasa. CFC staff Kurmarupa Dasa Dr. J.P. Lavanya Kesi Nisudana Dasa Braja Gopal Dasa, Switzerland, Laxmi Rupa Dasi, Denmark, Jagannath Dasa Puri Maharaja Isani Devi Dasi, Holland, Siam Hari, Vijay, Ramu, Ravi, Mithan, Sukumar. Editor Kurmarupa Dasa. Care for cows in Vrindavana is inspired by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Dear friends, the month of June I spent traveling to various places in the USA, Mexico, and Central America. It was the first time I had been away from our herd in 3 years. I was weary from all the demands 300 cows and 200 sponsors impose on me. Apologies to all those I snapped at while trying to juggle the many balls in the air. Was I happy to get a break? Yes. Was I happy to get away from the cows? No. It's not them that stress me, it is the constant unexpected interruptions that foil my hope to mindfully accomplish one task at a time. I visited impressive pilgrimage sites of the Aztecs, Mayas, and of their Catholic conquistadores in Mexico and Guatemala. The evidence of great human effort, faith, organization, and commitment is inspiring. Wherever I went, people asked, "How are the cows in Vrindavan? Are the butchers still harassing them? Has the monsoon come yet to relieve them from the scorching sun? I want to do more to serve them." Cows offer a nice example of Udapana Vibhava. They stimulate remembrance of Vrindavan, of devotional service to Radha and Krishna, so it is nice to be among them again. What I miss the most is their unique fragrance. It is a soothing perfume, an antidote for anxiety. May cows stay in front of me, may cows stay behind me, may cows stay on both sides of me. May I always reside in the midst of cows. Jaya Sri Guru. Jaya Sri Gopala. Jaya Sri Gomata. Careforcows.org. Care for Cows in Vrindavan is a charitable trust registered in India, USA, Holland, and Switzerland. Kurmarupa Dasa. The last offering last month we reported the rescue of an old abandoned dairy cow who was suffering from foot and mouth disease, FMD. Though she was cured in a few days, she was still unable to get up. We gave her glucose drips to boost her energy, but still she showed no signs of improvement. It became obvious that the time had come for her to move on. While she quietly lay on her sand bed, she surprised us by giving birth to a premature female calf. The old cow was unable to stand to feed the calf, so we arranged for 2 surrogate mothers to nurse her. The calf was small yet aggressive enough to demand milk, and in 2 days it was obvious she was going to survive. Yet the old cow's health continued deteriorating, and it looked certain that the calf was her last offering. She departed peacefully, and her calf Sudevi was happily adopted by Karuna and Tungavidya in the cowshed, and by Sudevi Dasi, a Gozavak from Malaysia. Sudevi cows in Guatemala. While visiting Guatemala this month, we were happy to find the lush pasturing grounds filled with a variety of Indian breeds of cows. Nature provides more than ample food and water for the many thousands of kine grazing in the verdant hills and fields of this beautiful country. It is the home of many ancient Mayan ruins which were abandoned centuries before the Spanish arrived to conquer the country. A large portion of Guatemala is mountainous and hosts over 300 volcanoes, several of them active. Many hundreds of square miles of the rainforests have been. The rainforests of Guatemala are teeming with copious flora and fauna, as evidenced by the road signs flanking the carriageways. Many giant ceiba trees decorate the enchanting forests cleared to make pasturing grounds for the cows. While the cows in the fields are healthy, they are unfortunately bred for meat and leather and are often seen packed in trucks en route for slaughter. Consequently are not at all friendly like their Indian counterparts. A giant ceiba pentandra, the national tree of Guatemala Babaji. This month Yudhishthira Gaur brought us this elderly street bull from the Kosi area. He has suffered an injury to his knee which has become inflamed and full of pus. The battered bull has obviously been fending for himself all his life and has many scars which testify to the many disputes he has had with rivals and moving vehicles. His leg was swollen to the degree he could barely use it, and at first he was not at all anxious to let us attend to it. After watering and feeding him, he understood we wanted to help and laid down and extended his leg for us to treat. Perhaps a kilo of thick pus was removed, and we are cleaning the wound daily and seeing much improvement. He has been named Babaji and is one of the 7 residents adopted recently by Anil S. Parekh and family of Mumbai. Vanamali and Ekadasi Krishnalila, born to Ekadasi was born on November 16, 06. She drank all of her mother's milk for 2 years and reached puberty early. She enticed Syamalaya to impregnate her, and the result is Krishnalila, born on June 21, 09. He has been adopted by Anandamayi Dasi, Canada, in honor of her newly born daughter named Radhalila, right? May the cows bless her. Krishnalila Radhalila, May 7, 2009. New York, AP. A condemned cow made a desperate bid for freedom yesterday, bolting from a slaughterhouse and leading cops on a wild chase through the streets of Queens, New York. A 500-pound cow that nearly drove police mad after hoofing it out of a New York City slaughterhouse has been saved from a future between 2 buns. The young cow, nicknamed Molly, escaped from death row at about 1 p.m., when she managed to bust out of the Moosahala, Inc. slaughterhouse in Queens, NY. Emergency service unit cops were soon in hot pursuit. But Molly kept up her stampede, dodging the law for about an hour. After being captured, she was delivered intact to a Long Island farm sanctuary on Thursday afternoon. Joseph Pentangelo of the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals says the all-black cow seems to be enjoying her new freedom at the Calverton Sanctuary. He says, her future's a lot brighter now than it was 48 hours ago. The spirited cow dodged cars, cops, and a few irate butchers for a mile after escaping Wednesday from the Queens slaughterhouse. Police captured the heifer an hour later. The New York Times reports that Molly was signed over to Animal Control Services by the slaughterhouse's owner. Cows News in the Molly Aditi Sharma Alfred Ford Amit Goswami AMS Zipnet PVT. Ltd. Ananda Andamayi Dasi Anatolij Darogidan Anuradha Dasa Anasunko Animaus Argo Lukman Ariel Telford Bernard Faustino Beryl Trimble Carl and Stella Hersig Chandramukha Dasi Croatia Putal Devarada Dasa Devender Kumar Dhruva Maharaja Dasa Dominic Bletskaur Anga Priya Dasi Guru Prasida Dasi Hamsa Avatar and Yogamaya Hetal Nishant Dev Rasiksha Dasa Irina Lukyanenko Jagannath Rao James Moore Janavi Dasi Jayadeva Gosvamai Dasa Jeffrey Walters Javaka John Foot Katyayani Dasi Keshvara Priya Dd. Kitri and Rita Lilia Tonava Lisa Gallo Madhava Dasa Mahavir Yadasa Mandapa and Jagat Priya Manish Bishnoi Manoj Kumar Vadavat Mariana Polonsky Marianne Jurlius Maurizio Porpora Mayapur Chandra Dasa. May cows stay in front of me, may cows stay behind me, may cows stay on both sides of me. May I always reside in the midst of cows. Hari Bhaktavila 16.252. The cows send their heartfelt thanks to those who assisted during June 2009. Thank you from the cows Nadez de Lavrenti Avon Alini Gagar Nikhil Patel Nishant Vashistha Pradeep Bajamala Praladanath Dasarada Jivan Dasarada Mohan Savak Raghunath Zaldivar Ramabhadra Dasa Rohini Nandana Dasa Secretly Young Sophie Rubenstein Steiner Knudsen Sudama Vipur Dasa TK. Chaudhuri Tal Vidal Vananath Dasa Varun Junihavidyazagar Lokanda Yajyavakaya Dasa Yoga for Everybody Yogesh Yolia Chernyiva.